Welcome back. It's Kovacs, and today I'm bringing something pretty awesome. That's right, the Rogue Trooper movie. Now, Empire has dropped an exclusive first look at the movie, and I thought this is a perfect time to talk about one of my favorites, Rogue Troopers. So, if you like a gritty sci-fi, epic action, or just love a good underdog story, this was going to be for you. So, before we dive in, hit subscribe, like the video if you like the video. It helps the channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. Now, if you were like me and you grew up in the UK many moons ago, 2000 AD was a staple every weekend if you were into comics. And other than 2000 AD's flagship character, Judge Dredd, Rogue was and is one of my favourites of all time, alongside Nemesis the Warlock, the ABC Warriors, Roadbusters, a whole host of other amazing strips. So Rogue Trooper is a CG animated movie directed by Duncan Jones, the guy behind Moon and Source Code. It's based on the iconic character. So think Guardians of the Galaxy meets the Raid with a blue-skinned super soldier on a quest for vengeance. Sounds wild, right? Well, it is, and for good reason. Now, before we talk about the movie, let's set the stage with a bit of source material. Rogue Trooper first appeared in 1981 in 2000 AD Prog 228. Now, Progs are basically what 2000 AD called issues, and I've just found my missing Mick McMahon Judge Dredd head sketch. So that was very fortunate that I did this video today. Look for that for ages. Anyway, he also features on the back cover in a coming soon full page on issue 227 and was created by Gerry Finley-Day and Dave Gibbons. Yep, the same Dave Gibbons who created Watchmen. Rogue Trooper is a gritty, military-style sci-fi epic on New Earth, a war-torn planet poisoned by chemical and biological weapons. Now, the air, the water, the plants, everything is toxic, right? And the only people who can survive outside are people who wear these protective suits which pump in oxygen. Now, you can walk around in domes or your vehicles or buildings that are protected as well. But if you step outside without a protective suit, you're a goner, right? The only people who can survive in this harsh environment are the genetic infantrymen, the GIs, engineered by the Southers to fight the fascist Norts in a never-ending war. So, our hero Rogue is one of these blue-skinned tough GIs, right? But here's the kicker. His entire unit gets wiped out the first time they're put into action at the Quartz Zone Massacre because of a traitor general in the Southern High Command. Rogue is the sole survivor. However, he's not alone. His fallen squad mates' personalities are stored on biochips, which are inserted into his gear. Now, what are biochips? Well, when a GI dies, you've got 60 seconds to cut open their skull, retrieve the biochip containing the GI's personality and memories, and insert it into a piece of GI gear so they can be regened back at Millicom, the Southern HQ. Now, gunner is in his rifle, helm is in his helmet, and you know what? Bagman, can you guess where he is? That's right, he's in the backpack, in the rear with all the gear. Now, these guys talk to Rogue, give him advice, sometimes bicker like an old married couple, and often cause problems of their own. So, the comic's a mix of hard-hitting action, dark humour, and Rogue's personal quest for revenge, which made it a fan favourite, especially for me growing up. To this day, Rogue is still one of the best strips 2000 AD has ever put out. It's got this raw, pulpy vibe that's perfect for 2000 AD, which also gave us Judge Dredd. You know, so if you've read Judge Dredd, you know what to expect with Rogue Trooper. If you've never read it, check out the remastered Rogue Trooper game, Rogue Trooper Redux. It's good fun. And also, Rebellion are very kindly putting out these complete Rogue Troopers, which collect all the strips from day one. I think 4 volumes. They're big meaty beasts, all right? And they look really good. They're worth every penny. So if you're interested in Rogue or you fancy rereading it and relive the old days of comics, jump on board with these. They're really good. They definitely give you a feel for New Earth's chaos. Trust me, you won't regret it. You really won't. So the movie, what do we know so far? Right. So this thing's been in the works for years, with Duncan Jones teasing it as far back as I think 2018. He's a huge 2000 AD fan, and he's described the film, as I said earlier, as Guardians of the Galaxy had a baby with the Raid. That's a bold combo, right? Quirky team dynamics with intense close quarters action. And get this, it's not live action, but a CG animated film using Unreal Engine 5, which means it's going to look stunning, right? If you've seen some of these videos of what Unreal Engine 5 can do, then it will blow your mind. So think next level visuals with a gritty tactile feel of the comics. Now, the The plot I'm so excited, I'm mixing my words up. The plot follows Rogue, played by Aneurin Barnard, who you might know from Dunkirk and Doctor Who, on a mission to hunt down the traitor general who betrayed his unit. Along the way, his biochip buddies Gunner, Helm and Bagman help him navigate New Earth's toxic wastelands and fight off the environment and many, many differing enemies. The story's got vengeance at its core, but it's also about loyalty and survival in a world where everyone and everything is out to get you. So expect epic battles, some dark humour, and maybe even a few emotional gut punches. Now, the film's produced by Rebellion. Now, they own 2000 AD, and they made the game, which was really, really good, like I said. Right, so they are hyping this up as a faithful, mature adaptation, right? And it's in production right now at Rebellion Film Studios in Didcot, UK. There's no official release date yet, but posts on X and the web reports kind of hint at 2025, but I think most sources are saying it's more likely 2026. Either way, it's coming soon. And the first look images for Empire Online show Rogue, a massive war machine, and some shady looters named Mr. Brass and Mr. Bland, with New Earth looking as bleak and brutal as ever. So let's take a look at these images. So here's the article, which I'm kind of going through here. But let's take a look at Rogue himself. So, pretty faithful. There are a couple of things I've noticed, and I'm sure the fans are probably on message boards and Reddit right now discussing these. So first things first, his eyes are usually just white. There's no pupils, there's no colour to them. They're just these hollow white things. So they've added that, and I'm not sure why. I mean, if it's going to be faithful adaptation, is this to make it more, I don't know, to connect more with audiences? They might find it a bit weird. I don't know. I prefer it all white. I mean, if that's the price to pay for a decent Rogue Trooper movie, then I'm willing to pay it. But I noticed that. Also, he's got a scar on his chin, which he didn't have before. And the other most intriguing one, and something new, is these biochips. They have numbers on them, right? So Helm is the one, Gunner's 2, and Bagman's number 3. But here it says 17. The biochip's up there with the skull. So why is he number 17? So this is something new. But I don't know why, and I'm looking forward to finding out what it is. So yeah, do you know what? First things first, it looks great. The helmet looks absolutely spot on. They've made him blue instead of, pandering to any sort of pressure to make him look more normal. So I'm very happy about that. Let's move on to the next picture. Here we go. Some Southers, right, in their protective suits, walking through New Earth, which looks bleak and looks exactly what I expect a sort of poisoned by chemicals and biological warfare environment would look like. It looks amazing. They look worse for wear. You can see them just suffering out there. It's not good. But it's good for us because it looks cracking. I mean, honestly, I didn't expect it to look that cool, but it really, really does. Now, onto this big ship. Now, I've worked this out. This is a ship. And what it is, it's Bland and Brass's basically ship. And they, like I say, they are battlefield looters, and they fly around New Earth, and they sort of land where a battle has been, and they loot everything like weapons, like equipment, vehicles, anything that they can sell on, even bodies. So they are mercenary, and I guess that's their ship, actually. I think I could just make out the logo. That was like a old-fashioned B and B. Yeah, that's definitely their ship. And here's a picture of them out of their suits with Rogue Trooper there, admiring some very self-edifying portrait of the two looters in question. Now, let's talk about the cast creative team, right? They are bringing like everything to this film. Aneurin Barnard as Rogue is a perfect pick. His intensity and depth are going to make Rogue's quest feel personal. But the supporting cast, absolutely stacked. We've got Hayley Atwell, who you know as Peggy Carter from Cats Meadow. Sean Bean, who's basically the king of epic fantasy, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. But fair warning, if Sean Bean's in it, let's not get too attached, right? We know what's going to happen to him, probably in the first 10 minutes. And there's Jack Loudon from Slow Horses, Darren McCormack from Bad Sisters, and a comedy goldmine with Jermaine Clement and Matt Berry as Mr. Brass and Mr. Bland. I couldn't be more happier to see Matt Berry's name on this. Now, if you've seen What We Do in the Shadows, you'll know Matt Berry's voice is going to steal scenes. Running out are Reece Shearsmith, Diane Morgan, Alice Lowe, and Asa Butterfield. Now, this cast is like a science fiction nerd's wet dream, and I couldn't be any more excited. Now, behind the camera, Duncan Jones is writing and directing. Now, his work on Moon showed he can do intimate, character-driven sci-fi, while Source Code proved he can handle fast-paced action too. Now, Warcraft, which I loved, as a day one World of Warcraft player, like probably biased, but I loved it. I really enjoyed it. With Warcraft and Mute, you know, they had mixed results, but Rogue Trooper feels like a return to his roots. He's been passionate about this project for years, and using that Unreal Engine 5 means he's got the tools to make New Earth and Rogue pop. Producer Stuart Finnegan has said the team's focused on capturing the actors' performances to drive the animation, so expect some serious emotional depth. Now, why is the Rogue Trooper movie important? For one, it's a big moment for 2000 AD fans, and after the incredible 2012 Dread movie, which for me was just said wet dream, it blew me away. After Dredd showed how good these adaptations can be, there's been a hunger for more 2000 AD character movies. Rogue Trooper could be the one that paves the way for other movies like Nemesis the Warlock or Ballad of Halo Jones. And the hordes of fans have been begging for these movies for years on X, right? So maybe this is the one. Plus, Rebellion owning the IP and running their own studio, they've got the freedom to stay true to the source material without bowing to any Hollywood studio shenanigans, because we all know where that leads. Now, that's the scoop of the Rogue Trooper movie. From its roots in 2000 AD to its killer cast, Unreal Engine 5, this could really be one of the most exciting sci-fi flicks of 2025. I'm hyped to see Duncan Jones bring New Earth and Rogue Trooper to life on his quest for vengeance. I mean, it is going to blow everything away. I cannot wait. Now, what do you think? Are you excited for the film? Have you got any opinions on what they've done with his eyes? Which movies from 2000 would you like to see? So these are my thoughts. Please do let me know yours. And hopefully, guys, we'll see you in the next one. And I will be doing Rogue Trooper videos as soon as more news comes out, because this has got me really excited. So don't forget to like and subscribe too. So take care, guys. See you soon.